Hello there. I thought I'd try a different video tonight where I just maybe just talk really positively while listening to healing frequencies on YouTube while I collect water and I wait on this fishing hotspot to renew itself. I'd like to just take a moment and recognize that life can be unbelievably stressful, especially for those people that are unlucky or dare to contemplate the old wisdom that life is suffering and to explore why that is. But there's a concept that exists in which you can let go of the unnecessary suffering. Pain is undoubtedly real. But suffering is only partially real. You know, if you stub your pinky toe hard, you're undoubtedly gonna feel pain. There's not much you can do about it. Uh-oh. Hello. But to curse your situation or to get mad about it or to dwell on it any longer than the physical pain lasts, that's choosing to suffer. But you can only realize that once you consciously become aware of the present moment and its reality. Eliminate the story involved with it. I stubbed my toe is the story. But oftentimes, instead of stopping there, you go, I stubbed my toe. This is the worst day of my life. Nothing is going right. I have the worst luck. Of course I stubbed my toe. Go figure. What's the next bad thing that's going to happen to me today? You know, just kind of go on and on about it. I guess what I'm saying is you're inevitably going to experience pain. But the suffering, at least some of it, you can just let that go. You know? Everything is going to pass. The worst and most unimaginable suffering has already passed and will come to pass. There's people suffering right now unspeakably, but there's also people that have suffered unspeakably in the past. This too shall pass. You know, whatever you're going through right now. And to think about it that way, there's not much consolation in the generic form of thinking, or your typical form of thinking. Because one can say, oh, well, yes, it's going to pass, but are you just saying I should just become a nihilist and realize that everything is going to end, even my own suffering, and therefore nothing matters? Or you could say, well, I don't care if it's going to end. I'm suffering now. I guess what I'm saying is, die to each moment. A lot of suffering is story related. A lot of suffering is dwelling on the past, fearing the future and the unknown, worrying. You know, what are you doing right now? Just take a step back, and no matter your mood or your state of mind, is it possible to think, hey, like, what is my problem at this exact moment? What is wrong? Not 5 minutes from now, not 10 minutes from now, not an hour from now, not a week from now. Not even 1 second from now, but the absolute present moment. What is my problem at this moment? And if you come up empty for an answer, maybe you just experienced your first taste of voluntarily escaping unnecessary suffering. If you did come up with a problem when you ask yourself that question, then you can ask yourself, what can I do about that right now? Not 5 minutes from now, not 10 minutes from now, not an hour from now, not a week from now. What can you do about your supposed problem at this exact moment, right now? Well, it's 10:30 in the morning, and you're laying in bed Or it's 3 a.m. at night and you're laying in bed. Just for example. You're in a nice, warm, comfortable bed, maybe. There's nothing you can do exactly at that moment. If there's nothing you can do about that supposed problem at this exact moment, then what is your problem at this moment? Kind of ceases to seem like a problem. You know, life is hard enough. Without adding the unnecessary suffering that so often humans add. As painful and as tragic as life can be and will be for everyone. You know, to add another layer of unnecessary suffering on top of it, when you really step back and look at it, is one of the most sad things. You know, if you're listening to this, I hope that you can find peace in your life. You know, I would say I'd wish you happiness, but as strange as it sounds, happiness can be superficial. Just because you are happy doesn't mean it's a good thing sometimes. For example, you could be happy eating a whole birthday cake by yourself. That makes some people happy. But it's not necessarily good for you to do. You could be happy ringing exorbitant amounts of money up on your credit card and buying all sorts of stuff, and in the moment you get a nice dopamine hit and you're happy and you get to take the stuff home, but is it really worth it? Going into all that debt over physical things? So peace and serenity are almost better in a way to wish for you. happiness is almost on a superficial level. I wonder if Fitz is ever going to respawn. This fish is really putting up quite the fight. So we've talked about suffering, we've talked about happiness, we've talked about some of the unnecessary nature of suffering, we've talked about, oh man, how happiness can be a superficial thing. I think I may end it here soon. I'm very tired. Sometimes I'm just real tired, but I don't want to sleep at all, even though I know I should. Some nice, beautiful scenery here. This is the most beautiful portion of Weaver's Fen, basically. Over there to the south is all swamp, but up here in the north portion of this zone from east to west runs this nice forest up here. And when it's not plagued with corrupted portals, it's actually a really beautiful area. And a nice pretty waterfall coming down the mountain range. I hope you found this relaxing if you listened to this, and I hope you have a good night. I'm going to do something else or go to sleep. Goodbye.